Since that night, for the past half-month, I have been torturing the Silver Dragon Queen in different ways, which has made her feel very annoyed. However, the Silver Dragon Queen still has a way to obtain her photos from me. She called me to her office and threatened me with an envelope to hand over the remaining photos. Although I didn't want to follow his request, I had to give her the remaining photos in order to know the contents of the envelope. She burned all the photos and secretly kept one. At this moment, she felt a little puzzled when she saw my trembling body. One evening, Roswitha was writing today's diary in her office. Since experiencing what happened that night, she has not been very peaceful during this period. Whenever she wanted to refuse what Leon did to her, Leon would use her bunny girl photo to threaten her, causing her to have trouble sleeping at night. After recording what she experienced today, she angrily slammed her diary on her desk. Damn it! This man has been torturing me in various ways for the past half-month. Roswitha closed her eyes and quickly wagged her tail, expressing her dissatisfaction with Leon's actions. She covered her head with her hands and felt very annoyed. When she recalls the torment she has endured over the past half-month, she feels helpless. The purple notebook on the desk is Roswitha's diary. The notebook records Leon's various misdeeds and the torment that Roswitha has suffered over the past half-month. I can't go on like this anymore. I must do something to get rid of this situation. Roswitha believed that if Leon continued to torture her at will like this, she would not be able to have peaceful days in the future. She slowly calmed down her emotions and carefully considered what methods to use to change the current situation. At this moment, Roswitha lowered her head and looked at one of the drawers on her desk. She recalled something she had put in this drawer not long ago. Suddenly, she came up with a solution through this thing. I intended to use this letter to control Leon. But in the current situation, I can only use this move in advance. Without hesitation, Roswitha quickly opened the first drawer. There are many documents related to the Silver Dragon clan that she has already processed, and some books related to information in the drawer. At the top of these documents and books is a brown envelope. This envelope was received by her during a recent meeting with Leon's master. This letter can let Leon know about his master's situation. Now, in order to obtain the photos hidden by Leon, she has to use this letter to threaten him. After a while, there was a knock on the door outside Roswitha's office. Roswitha knows who the person standing outside is. She didn't hesitate and said directly to the people outside, "Come in." Leon grabbed the doorknob and opened the door, entering Roswitha's office. Leon had a mysterious smile on his face, as if he wasn't worried that Roswitha would do anything inappropriate to him here. He was very happy about the punishment he imposed on Roswitha during this period. Even if Roswitha still wants to do something against him, he can still threaten her with a photo of her wearing a bunny girl costume until she no longer resists and obediently listens to his words and accepts the punishment. Leon raised his hand and politely greeted Roswitha. He asked her, "What? Your Majesty, did you need to see me for something?" Roswitha opened her drawer and took out the brown envelope. There is also the name of Leon's master on the envelope. She held it in her hand and gently shook it, showing Leon the letter. She gave him a calm smile and explained to him who the letter came from. "You haven't seen your master for over 2 years. You must really want to know about your master's recent situation, right? This is a letter he wrote. Do you want to read it?" Upon hearing that Roswitha had received a message from his master, Leon slightly widened his eyes in surprise. Leon did not reply to Roswitha's question. He immediately approached her desk and reached out his hand, trying to snatch the letter written by his master from her hand. He was eager to know how his master had been lately. However, Roswitha could not easily hand over Tiger's letter to Leon. She gently moved her hand, intentionally holding the letter a little far away so that Leon couldn't reach it. Leon felt a little angry when he saw Roswitha's little movements. He let out a dissatisfied voice. "Tisk." Roswitha smiled at Leon and gently shook the envelope in her hand. If Leon wants to get his master's letter right away, he must meet one condition of Roswitha. Of course, this condition is also what she needs the most now. She said to him, "How about it? You can exchange this letter with me using those backup photos." Leon looked at Roswitha with a dissatisfied expression. He lightly tapped on her desk with his hand, expressing his opinion on the conditions she had proposed. He knew that her only purpose for doing this was to get those 2 sets of photos. Based on his understanding of Roswitha, he did not fully believe that what she said was true. He leaned down gently and asked her with a skeptical tone, "How can I be sure this isn't just a white paper you're using to try to get photos from me?" Roswitha anticipated in advance that Leon would not believe her. However, she was not shaken by what Leon said. She continued to speak to him. "If you don't believe it, forget it. This is your only chance to know about your master's situation. If you don't need it, I'll burn it." She summoned purple dragon flames to her left hand. The dragon flame was burning fiercely, as if waiting to burn everything in Roswitha's hand to ashes. Roswitha placed Tiger's letter above Dragon Flame. As Dragon Flame was about to approach the envelope, Leon reached out his hand and prevented Roswitha from continuing to insert the envelope into Dragon Flame. "Wait!" When Leon realized that Roswitha had started threatening him to make a choice, he hesitated about the current situation. He nervously pondered the current situation and silently said in his heart, "Roswitha only knows that I still have 2 sets of backup photos hidden. Even if I hand over those 2 sets of photos to exchange for the master's letter, I still have 2 sets of photos left. It's okay. The advantage still lies with me." Leon lowered his head and showed a smug expression. He is well aware that Roswitha does not currently have any more relevant information about her photos. After all, he also hides her photos elsewhere. Even if he submits 2 sets of photos, he can still threaten Roswitha with the remaining photos. Damn it! Leon propped his hands up on the desk, and his body trembling slightly. He pretended to be displeased with the way Roswitha threatened him. Leon lifted his head and said to Roswitha with a slightly angry expression, "Wait a moment. I'll get the photos now." Seeing that Leon had to compromise because of this letter, Roswitha smiled and was pleased with Leon's actions. In no time, Leon returned from his room to Roswitha's office. He slammed the photo onto her desk and said to her, "This is all the backup photos." After seeing these photos, Roswitha nodded lightly and expressed satisfaction with Leon's sincerity. Then, she slid Tiger's letter to Leon and said to him, "Take it away.